Today I'm cooking 2 rotisserie chickens. One is a sweet yet spicy gochujang glazed rotisserie chicken, and the other one is just going to be a little dry rub rotisserie chicken just to test the limits of a brand new grill. Let's get going. Now today I'm cooking on the Monument Grill's Smart Denali 405 4-burner grill using their rotisserie attachment. Now Monument sent me everything, so thank you Monument. They did not sponsor this video and they don't get to see this video before it's released. The rotisserie attachment has a limit of up to 11 pounds, and we're really gonna test that today because both of our chickens combined weigh 11.8 pounds. And we're also testing this grill in a couple different ways because we just finally had our first snowstorm. It's only 30 degrees with a real feel of 20 degrees. It's friggin' cold outside. We're just gonna see how it holds temperature in the cold while running 11 pounds of rotisserie chicken. Let's see how it goes. Take them out of the package, dry everything with paper towels as best as you can. The one that I'm seasoning for the sweet and spicy gochujang glaze is going to be seasoned first with pork hammer. Now, I know pork, pig, well, this is actually phenomenal on chicken. And then we're also gonna use Monument's own chicken rub. So let's just go ahead and season everything up and then we're gonna put it on the rotisserie. And we're just gonna grab our bar and we're gonna go neck to neck with our chickens. Get that spike in there as best as possible. Lock it down. And our second chickie. That's good. Now we'll season the other sides. Now I've had this preheating while we've been preparing our chickens and we're at 600 degrees. So, woo, and it's windy. That wind is so cold, oh my God. So heating up in the very cold and wind, I'm gonna give it, ooh, the heat's coming out the back. That's nice, it feels good on my hands. A couple of cool features on this grill that I really like. I really like the backlit dials. That's pretty sweet. I love the stainless steel, and you'll notice that you can actually see your food through the window. That is pretty interesting. I'm anxious to see how dirty that gets and if that becomes just another thing that I need to clean. So I'm sure after a batch of like 50 chicken wings, I'll probably have that pretty nice and greased up and have to clean it. On this side, you'll see there is a side burner, and on that side, there's a smart screen. So this screen shows the current temperature, which quite honestly, every single propane grill should add this. But then there's also a Bluetooth connection and an app so that you can monitor the temps of your meat through the probes that they provide as well. So pretty cool that they're providing this technology in a propane grill. And of course, we can't forget to put on our rotisserie. That connects into over there. We've got our bolt here to keep that in place while it spins, and then our handle. Now I'm gonna go plug it in and get it rolling. All right, now I'd recommend tying up your legs and wings with some butcher's twine so they don't hang when they spin, but turns out I'm out of that stuff. So what I did was I removed the grill grates down below so that my legs and wings weren't rubbing up against the grill grates and impeding the spin. Okay, now we really do wanna try to average between 325 degrees and 375. I'm really shooting for that 50-degree measurement. We'll have some highs, we'll have some lows. That's fine. As long as we stay consistent between 325 and 350 or 375, I think we're gonna be really good and we're gonna get a good long cook time on this without cooking them too fast. Okay, for our sweet and spicy gochujang glaze for our chicken, we wanna start with a teaspoon of grated ginger. Now, I am out of fresh ginger, so I'm using between a 1/4 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. But just know, if you're doing this recipe, you'll go with a full teaspoon of fresh grated ginger. You want a teaspoon of grated ginger. Now, a teaspoon is roughly about 2 to 3 garlic cloves. Feel free to ad lib there depending on how garlicky you like your stuff. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. The smell of sesame oil and soy together it's outrageous. Add ginger and garlic to that. And then you also want a tablespoon of rice vinegar and a tablespoon of our local honey. And I just learned like this is a little bit of a lighter honey and it really all depends on what the bees eat. Oh, we went over a little bit with our honey. I am totally okay with that though. If you want to go even more spice, use that hot honey stuff. Gochujang, red pepper paste. Now, this can be very spicy depending on how much you use. So we're using a 1/4 cup here, and feel free to ad lib and taste it after you create it. And then we're gonna wait until like the last 15 minutes of our cook, and then we're gonna brush this on to our chicken. Let's give this glaze a taste to see what we're dealing with here. Ooh, that's gonna bring some heat. Not a lot though. It's a smooth heat. It's not super strong that you can't handle it. So if you do want more spice, now I would go with some more spice, but some of you out there may not. So you do you. And now we wait. Okay, now it's time for the glazing. I'm loving it. I'm loving the char. I have found it difficult to keep temperature, but I'm not gonna blame the grill for that entirely because it is now 19 degrees outside and the wind is fierce. You'll notice this glaze kind of charred up a little bit. That's totally okay. The legs and thighs are perfect. They were a little over 200 degrees internal, and I pulled this chicken off and the internal part of the breast reached 160 and let it rest for 10 minutes. And you can see when I slice it open here that it's so juicy and still very hot. This was some of the juiciest breast meat that I've ever made. Let's taste. This is a surprise look. Ooh. A little bit of spice, absolutely, but not so much that you can't handle this. It is just a little tingle with so much flavor, some of the most intense flavor that I've ever made on a rotisserie chicken. As always, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.